of small guys on the floor now. So you might have an opportunity to drive as you're Villanova, particularly with an open middle. Watch your footwork.
Yep. Redding. Anderson.
A settle.
Saved by Redding.
Saying he was
on the line, yes.
Boy, Pitt has really clamped it up just a little bit. Tightened it up, challenging shots better. Villanova really not attacking right now, Vern.
They led Tennessee State by 3 points at the half in the first game. Tied with Oklahoma State. They were down to Xavier by 8. So this has not been an atypical Pitt performance in the NCAA tournament this year.
Now this is usually a young touch off a penetration and a high ball screen late. If you're Villanova, you're taking a rebound and certainly helping on the drive.
Their only lead was 2-0. About a second and a half differential, shot clock, game clock. Fields.
You got to stay at home on Young. And how good is that?
Wow!
Boy, that is great execution by Fields, and that pump fake once again, Vern.
It's a pretty good tumbling move by Dwayne Anderson.
Look at this, everybody bites. Amazing. Fortunately, nobody hurt. Yeah, he did go head over heels. We've seen a few of those in this league this year. The beaten Blair come to mind.
Yes. Wayne Griffin got one in the first round against Morgan Stink. Blake Griffin, I beg your pardon. Too many games.
And how about Johnny Flynn trying to pick up a charge on Blake Griffin? Blair earlier in the game. I mean, right, that is punishment.
First lead for Pitt since they were up 2-0. The pump fake from Young is just extraordinary.
He overpowers people, doesn't he? It just gets everybody upticked. You got to tighten your shorts and your shirt, or you could get embarrassed.
Has there ever been a triple-double with pump fakes as one of the stats?
He's probably had one.
Young has 12. Well, we mentioned he's a diversified, very interesting young man. And he did do a backflip the other night when they won here. He had to do it quickly because the other teams were coming out on the floor.
And for Cunningham on the floor, look for them to throw to half court and then turn.
I've seen that pass before.
Yeah, I think you have.
Because 17 years ago tonight, in the Spectrum, then it was Grant Hill to Christian Laettner, and it meant a little bit.
So halftime, and Pittsburgh rallying, and they have a 2-point lead over Villanova. Coming up at the half, we'll take a look at highlights from the West Regional Final. Missouri against Connecticut. Also a look back at what happened last night. It set up the matchups for tomorrow. And of course, first half highlights from what has been an exciting all Big East affair. Villanova got off to a quick start, but Pittsburgh has battled back at halftime of the East Regional Final of the TD Bank North Garden in Boston. And the top-seeded Panthers leading the Wildcats 34-32. 10-point deficit. And they lead it 34-32. Well, Big East trying to put 3 teams into the Final Four. Who comes out of this region? Let's find out. Let's go back to Vern Lundquist and Bill Raftery.
It leads by 2, 34-32, as we get set for the start of the second half. Bill, any sense that Villanova let Pitt off the hook?
I think they did earlier, because now Cunningham back, they can do some things moving Blair around, so that's to their advantage.
Well, they were down by 10. They now lead by 2. And the in-game box score, powered by CBS College Sports Network, cables home for NCAA March Madness.
And of course, Scotty Reynolds 5 for 5 from the free throw line, but Sam Young has really stepped up a physical presence, which sort of happens when Pittsburgh and Villanova are involved.
Yeah, not surprising that this has been somewhat aggressive.
Well, it's like you know, when you're a big star, you need a bodyguard. And you need an escort in this game. I mean, this is punishing, all-out effort. You've got to squeeze the ball on rebounds with 2 hands. You got to be forceful when you're breaking your guy down. And right now, what was a big advantage to Villanova has narrowed on the glass.
Just an addendum to your comment, you've been paying attention to somebody else's movie. Sam Young will inbound. Levance Fields also on the floor. Tyrell Biggs, DeJuan Blair, and Dixon. And for Villanova, same starting 5. Reynolds, here's Dixon. Redding, empty pass to DeJuan Blair. Back to Dixon. Redding out defensively. Clean block.
A nice play play by Villanova. That's their collective defense. Cunningham went all the way over. And it should go Villanova's way, if I'm not mistaken.
And Dixon still down.
You know what's interesting on that play? Well, let's see if he's okay, Vern. Ooh. Must have taken a hit once the ball went on the deck. Tony Salisi, longtime trainer, out.
J.V. Dixon comes out as well.
All the physical play we just showed, that didn't seem like one of those situations, did it?
Hard to tell exactly what happened from overhead. Maybe collision of heads.
Oh.